Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, well, we're out here in Missouri. What town is this, guys?
Perryville.
Perryville.
Off I-55. You got it.
Laid back, hanging out at a truck show.
Yep, James Stegall's laid back on 55.
Yeah, been doing it for a few years now. It's growing every year. It's getting better and better.
And hotter.
And hotter,
Yes,
that's the
is.
truth. Yeah. So if you guys have seen, and like the description said, last year we did some updates and went to Four Rivers night shift and was checking out a truck that they're building, that all high school kids are doing. And we've got Dan and myself and Jeff here, and we're gonna go over and show you guys the amazing job these kids have been doing putting this truck together. It now runs and drives. He drove it onto the trailer to bring it to the show. We're gonna show you some details and give you an update on this build. And there's some stuff coming out in this video towards the end that you're gonna wanna see, because in 2027, this will be a big deal.
Yeah.
You'll have to watch the whole video to figure it out. So let's get into it.
Well, you guys have made a lot of progress on this since Brian and I were down just kind of checking it out.
We saw this truck in pieces everywhere.
In different pieces, in different places.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Obviously, I'm a truck guy,
Yeah.
right? And I like trucks, and I can appreciate what these guys have done, or your group has done, and how you
Okay,
have
yeah.
led them to be this. Still, the part I talk about the most over the last year was just how you have got such a great group that in your leadership are turning these kids, molding them into what
Yeah.
we want
Absolutely.
people
And
to
love
be.
trucks and want to work
love
on, want to do
trucks.
all this stuff. And
Yes,
it's like
and-
it's like the best thing you could ever have for the industry if you could just have that in every single
Exactly.
school.
The
Yeah.
commitment, they have rules and stipulations that have to be
They have to do
followed
it,
to be
yeah.
part of night shift.
Yes.
And the fact that that's starting at such a young age by today's standard
Yeah.
is just, it's the best part for me. When you have motivation
It-
and a motivator,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
That's drawing the lines and you're playing within to better yourself.
Let's do
It's
it. Yeah.
great, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
when we were there, I remember it was Henry, I believe.
It was Henry.
That was doing the wiring and all that stuff, and it was his first time
Yes.
doing anything like that.
Yeah.
And I remember that because he was so meticulous, and I believe at his age now he would have graduated.
He's graduated. Yes.
So just tell us what happens to some students after they graduate and they're out of night shift, what
Okay.
it looks like.
So he's going to be going to State Tech up at
Yep.
Lynn, heavy equipment technology. Actually, most of the guys that graduated this year are actually in that class. I feel sorry for that instructor because he's got most of my guys in
Yeah.
there, but they're bringing experience already to the table. So I hope that is a springboard for them. They're not just green when they come in there. They understand what the man's talking about and can take it just a little bit further than I got them.
We need to go through and show the people the details of the stuff these kids have knocked out, because it's as nice as any custom shop or anybody else would ever do, or not. Well, I don't say nicer.
100% legit.
It's
And built by kids.
and built by
Well,
kids.
young
adults.
Young
adults.
Yeah,
Young
young
adults.
adults, because there is, I was supposed to say young men, but there's girls
girls.
working there
Oh,
too.
yeah, they're
so just
hardworking
young
girls.
adults is the correct.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We actually put the cab on in December. The hood recently was on, and then back in May we put the bunk on just to get a feel of how the truck, how it felt, because we had never seen it as one entire unit since I bought it. It came in pieces. So right now, obviously got the body back on it, did some of the plumbing, finished it up underneath the hood.
Yep.
A lot of the wiring for the engine is complete. Still got a little bit to go yet. Exhaust system is on it. Shout out to Lincoln Chrome. That helped me out tremendously right there. I lost a bet with the students. I wanted mufflers on it. They wanted straight pipes, and they came up with straight pipes, and we got it.
Yeah.
That's okay. It sounds pretty good. I don't want to admit that to them, but I guess they'll know it now. But you'll notice up in there, the gauges are in the cab. We got the vintage air system going. The wiring is almost complete. We got a little bit to go here.
Do you mind if I climb up in here?
You go in there.
Okay.
Here, let me hold that for you.
Right, good.
You got it? All right. Go ahead and sit in the seat, whatever. You'll notice that the steering wheel that's the original steering wheel to the truck. But if you put your hand on that right bow, you'll feel where the spoke, I should say.
Yep.
Up on top, you'll feel where the original owner of the truck, his handprint is still in the truck. We did not take the handprint out, but we took all the cracks out of it.
That's cool.
So yeah, we actually, my son Ryan, he showed us how to restore a steering wheel. It was really cool.
So you got a whole vintage air system in there, which is like pretty important if you're going to go down the road. You need heat and AC.
You know, I think it's essential to
Yeah.
my well-being and their well-being too.
And I noticed in here y'all got a ton of the wiring done now, and Dang it. Remind me his name.
Henry. Yeah.
Henry was working on this when we saw it last time, and there wasn't 5 or 6 wires run in there at that point in time.
No, and if you'll notice, I'll climb up here with you. You can open this up. It's no longer a glove box. It is a, we got a fuse panel in there.
Henry's just turned 18, right?
Just turned 18, just graduated.
And he done all the wiring in this dash.
You got it. That's his. You can see it. It's his first attempt, as he says. The boy just about broke me with zip ties and P clamps, which is perfectly fine.
It's very important to keep your wires tight and neat, so they don't. I mean, like, that's a really nice job the way he's done that.
It's turning out pretty slick. We can pull the dash back. It was his idea to put the data link for the Detroit right there. Instead, that's where the original pass-through was for the wiring harness.
Yep.
But it's all marrying an old truck to a new harness. I think he took about a month inside the classroom to try and
do it,
figure this out and how to make that all work.
I wonder, does he do side work? Jeff, I wonder if I could get Henry to come up to Tennessee and do the dash in my 359 like this. And I see y'all did electric wipers, Dirk's electric wipers kit in there.
We got Dirk's kit in there.
Yeah.
I got that from Four State Trucks. Super fantastic people down there.
Brian's awesome.
Brian is awesome. Yeah. And then the last time you guys saw it, it was running on a 5-gallon bucket of fuel. Well, you'll notice down there the fuel splitters.
Yep, you got tanks on here. It's
tanks
all
and lines
plumbed,
are on.
Did you drive the truck up onto?
Drove the truck on trailer. Yes.
I mean, so it's a running and driving project.
You got it. So the old horse can move, and it's a very good feeling to finally.
They were doing work on the. Obviously, y'all still got a lot you're doing with with the sleeper, but I mean, it's bolted and fitted to the truck, so the big job is done. You know, it fits. Now y'all can just
here we go.
Finish it.
Yeah, yep. It's getting a hardwood floor. When it goes to Mid-America, there's going to be some custom accents in the floor. I'm not going to divulge what they are because Michael Force told me to not say it.
Okay.
Because it's going to be pretty cool. But remember, it was named after a horse.
Okay.
So it's going to have something to do with that.
Nice.
It's really cool.
Guys, you can show the engine here a little bit. Where you know, in the last video, which I'm putting the link to it. You can watch it right after this video, but the way they did that valve cover is super cool.
Yeah, matches the oil pan, that same stripe.
And the install in it is super clean. I mean, it's it rivals what you would see with most custom shops building a nice truck. This is you guys got the same thing going on.
The cool thing about we've got the time on our hands at that point.
Yep.
If we can, I wanted to make sure to put your pride into it.
Mm-hmm.
So if it takes 10 minutes to do something, that's fine. But if it takes 15 minutes to make it better,
do it that way.
Do it that way.
Yep.
And so, because when we take this truck to a show, that we've got to own this work.
Yep.
And so, if we got to own that work, do you want to say I should have spent 5 more minutes on it, or an hour on it, or do you want to put your hand on it and say that's pretty awesome stuff?
Yep.
So there's a lot of that in there, and that is a lot of that dinner table conversation that we have in the evenings about how to do something a little bit better.
A little bit different.
A little different.
Well, let's go check out the rest of the outside because you still got some more stuff, and then we'll talk about it. But there's a lot of people that are helping out with this project.
Yes,
and we'll talk about that and show you guys some more.
Yeah, come on, let's get on. Let's see what's outside of it.
So after looking at the inside and the wiring, again, Henry, if you're watching this video and you're wanting to take a vacation and have a really frustrating thing to do, you're welcome to come down to Tennessee and help me work on my truck. There's been a lot of people that's helping you with this, and one of them, I talked to Jared at PDI, and he said he wanted to get involved with it. He's getting us a turbo and a manifold for this, so we'll have a nice manifold turbo to go on the Detroit, and that'll look really good.
That'll look good, thank you. I sincerely appreciate that.
Yep.
That's something that's very important to me, especially with those guys, is fast fuel systems is local to me. Fuel air separation system, if you're not familiar with it, absolutely get familiar with that system.
We've done a lot of them in the shop now. I'm putting one on Butternut. We've done them. I've got one going on that cab over the Cummins in it.
Yeah.
We've done several new trucks. We did one. PDI built that big hot rod motor for Luke Rethwish's truck. We put a fast on that one too.
Yeah,
they're definitely
they're worth the return on investment is phenomenal. You can expect about 0.3 of a mile fuel mile, 0.3 of a mile per gallon gain. Okay. Just by adding that thing. So yeah, it's going to be in the fast booth. They saw pieces of it and thought, we got to have a part of this.
Yep.
And shout out to them guys. They're awesome. You can see in their Diesel ECM Technology called me, or I called them. I'm telling you, there was some guidance on this somewhere. that I can't explain, but they donated an ECM to the truck.
And Jeff's got a bumper.
Cabin bunk panels. One of our OE visors that are kind of like the original knockoff Colorado.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
put one of them on. It's a bus glass. Yeah.
That's a lot of help.
The bus glass will be cool.
Yeah.
And then you got back here. I know when we were there, you had some fenders on this. The kids had put something up there when we were.
I did.
Yeah.
And Mike Hall noticed I didn't have Hogue-built fenders on the truck.
Yeah.
And he said he would like to see Hogue-built fenders on this truck.
Yeah.
So the kids picked out the fenders for it that are coming. There's some half-built fenders with the old original style mount that's going to go on the truck. Just just kind of stuff like that.
Like a lot of people within the industry and everybody that we work with is semi-casual, and you do, and it's all got kind of behind this with the kids, and we're going to actually get to see it finished, which I'm really exciid to do.
Yeah,
and maybe in Louisville you can give me a ride. Me and Jeff can go for a ride around it.
Yeah, you driving it.
Well, I'll let you drive. We'll just go for a ride. All right, guys, that's it for the video. Dan, thanks for giving us a little bit of a tour and some more insight to what you guys have been doing. I'm proud of you and the kids. Y'all have made a substantial accomplishment to where this thing's sitting at, and your growing interest in this industry with the kids that we need that come up to make it even better.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys' help.
And we're going to get to see it in Louisville. If you guys want to see updates on this stuff and find out anything, it's all in the description below, and you can follow all our stuff on social media at 12 Gauge Customs.
Yep.
And obviously at Semi-Casual Show. Like, subscribe, follow, do all the other things, or don't, and just keep randomly scrolling to find the videos. But you definitely want to check them out because there's more coming out on this truck soon and a lot of other stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you in another one. Later.
Later.